Hey up, folks. I'm gonna make this intro brief and quick because your boy is still recovering from quite the serious injury. I'm not gonna go in too far into it, but what I will go too far into today is Josh Block. And you know where Josh has been? Well, in my last Josh Block video, I told you where he was going. On the 10th, Josh went to Japan. Now, if you know anything about Japan, you will very, very, very well know that someone like Josh going to Japan of all places, that is a recipe for disaster. Josh going to almost any Asian country where the culture is similar to that, like Korea, or I think Thailand is similar, but Japan is probably the worst place for Josh to go. And well, you know exactly what people said to him in Japan. If not, well, this is what they said.
フライドポテトを袋に入れる。
Now, normally someone telling that to Josh would just have him doing, you know, a regular little freak out, maybe running up and down the street and biting his hand. Well, in Japan, it's different. Because in Japan, people react differently to someone like Josh doing something crazy. And that's the first video we're gonna see here, where Josh is pulling, oh god, someone's gonna make a joke about this in the comments. And I'm gonna probably have to remove that comment. If you're the person who makes that joke, shame on you. But I know you're gonna make the joke, so I'll just play the clip, and you're gonna relate it to a certain political incident that happened a few years ago.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
Oh, boys and girls, let me tell you this. This wasn't the only freak out Josh had that night. In fact, I don't know what caused the freak out what I'm about to show you, but he's pounding and kicking on a door. I'm guessing someone said put the fries in the bag to him, and then went inside of the door, and that's why he's kicking it. It's still it's pretty entertaining to watch, but still, and it still reminds me of you know how destructive someone like Josh can be. Even in public, when someone probably just says, like, what, 5 words to him? I'm pretty sure put the fries in the bag is 5 words. Hold up. Let me check. Alright, it's 7. These pills got me wildin'.
My glasses!
Josh, are you okay? Are you okay? Josh, shh. Josh, oh! Josh,
I dropped something.
Josh.
You know, watching Josh still, it feels like a, you know, it reminds me of a certain other lolcow whose name is on the tip of my tongue. You know, I really, moments like this where he's screaming and having freakouts in public, you know, who's that remind you of, huh? Someone who I have 28 videos of in a playlist kind of person. Either way, it's still good for Josh to be away from Mr. Bass, even for a few days. And and he has these handlers, but even these handlers can't prevent BS from like this from happening. And when BS like this does happen, well, you know how Josh reacts? He pours liquid on them, which I think would be considered assault in Japan.
Immigrant fuck! Mother, some nerve. Hey, fuck! Hey, shithead! I make $400,000 a year, bitch! Hey, shithead! It's on now!
not gonna fight man.
Then take back what you fucking said.
I'm never taking back anything I said. I love
Fuck
fries.
you.
Oh, come on, man. Ignore that, man. Ignore that. Ignore that.
You don't ever say put the fries in the bag and get away with it.
Now, normally with these lolcows, the police don't even show up. In fact, in serious times, the police have never shown up for Josh. But for once, Josh isn't in the United States of America, where the police are used to dealing with freakouts like this on a daily basis. No, he's in a country far more serious on tourists and far more serious on crazy people. And the police actually do come and talk to Josh. And well, Josh talking to the police, who probably barely understand him, and he has to talk through some kind of translator. Well, it doesn't go well. But I'm gonna play the clip because it's kind of funny what he says.
This is the best part of my Japan trip.
This is fucking mad.
I've been here for a month. This is the best part of it.
Now, if you didn't hear what Josh said to the damn cop while he was drunk, he said, "He abducted me." And you know how Josh is. He has a tendency to over-exaggerate at times. And you know, at least the cops showed up to this freakout. Well, and you know what the cops did? Nothing. He's off the hook still. He hasn't been arrested at all. When, you know, Josh is the kind of person who really shouldn't be roaming the streets at all. He needs to be in a stable environment, far from the internet, probably at his grandparents' house, and away from Mr. Bass. And he really needs to be put into adult protective services. Who's gonna make that happen? Probably no one. They should have done that with Daniel Larson, and no one did. And someone should do it with Josh Block, and no one is. Because let's be honest, these people are barely capable of taking care of themselves, and they have freakouts like this on the street all the damn time. And I'm gonna cut this video short here because my back is absolutely killing me, and B, I really don't have any more to say other than you know, Josh Block, he's crazy, man.